In his book Outliers, Malcolm Gladwell famously introduced the 10,000 hours theory, the amount of practice time it should take to become an expert in something. That breaks down to 20 hours a week for 10 years, which makes what one Billings girl has done in the last 3 years almost unthinkable. Nina Schuett didn't feel like her life quite fit.
I'd never really felt too passionate about other things before. I like doing volleyball, I like doing swimming, but I felt that those were more of other people's sports.
Older sister Ashley earned a collegiate swimming scholarship, and twin Gage always seemed to be a little bit better.
My other twin has been very athletic and she's been the star of all the sports, and so when I started doing shooting, it was a chance to make me my own individual.
Dad Brian figured if they were going to be in Montana for a while, the girls ought to learn one of the state's oldest pastimes.
I was very unsure of it. Then after I got done, my twin and we saw how we both shot, and I just realized, hey, I shot pretty well. Maybe I should keep doing this. Maybe I should try again. So my dad took me the next week and the next week and the next week until I wouldn't stop doing it.
That was 3 years ago. And Nina hasn't stopped since.
So that's a perfect shot.
Since her freshman year, the Billings West senior has gone from complete novice to one of the best air rifle shooters in the entire country. Seriously, Nina competed in the final part of the U.S. Olympic trials, finishing 19th out of over 200 invitees.
You're surrounded by people who work extremely hard and are striving for greatness, and you just think, I want to be a part of that.
Most 15-year-olds can't commit themselves to that big of a goal. But Nina already told you, she's unique, just like this homemade practice space in the family garage.
Most shooters by my age, they've been shooting a lot longer than they have. So for me, I had to push myself hard. Didn't go to football games, I didn't hang out with friends all the time, I didn't do all the things that I wanted to do, but I knew that I wanted this, and so I pushed myself to get there.
Here's a normal weekly schedule for an Olympian in training.
So basically, I go to school, I do all my stuff, I come home though, and I shoot for 2+ hours, and some days I'm shooting both guns, and so those practices can end up being up to 4 or 5 hours, and then almost every weekend I have a match going someplace. I also work out every single day.
And those are just the physical reps, but this sport is almost all mental.
How you think and what you think determines how you're going to do. In shooting, you need to be very balanced and very calm and all of this stuff, and outside of shooting, I am not that way at all. I am very clumsy, I can barely walk in a straight line. I am a goof and I can't do anything right, but when it comes down to shooting, all of those nerves that I just have from outside life, they just go silent.
Schuett is the next in a long line of greats from the Gallatin Valley Sharpshooters, one of the premier youth teams in the country. So when asked what her ultimate goal is, it wasn't a surprise to hear Nina say,
"The Olympics, winning gold."
She's got it in her sight. Schuett will only get better. Last month, she accepted a scholarship to TCU, the #1 women's rifle team in the country. So remember the name for the Paris 2024 games. That's all from here. Let's send it back to you guys.